You've been better at answering questions. Last meeting dissolved into chaos. I'm not sure, Robert's Rules of Order should apply to everyone again. I ask important questions. I don't get them answered sometimes. So maybe you can institute a new rule. Perhaps if you can't answer a question, the least you could do is show the respect to the citizens and explain why you can't answer it. I asked you why George Devaney, the former county manager, recused himself from dealings with a contract PMK group. I never got an answer. I've lost track how many times I asked for that. No answer. Perhaps you can tell us why you're not allowed to answer that if you don't answer it. The last time I was here, I asked for an explanation of what the appropriate use of county take-home cars are. I've asked for this in the past. The reason I brought it up was I was at a protest held in Hillside where citizens gathered peacefully to demand the Union County Improvement Authority chair. It was also the Union County Democratic chair stepped down from her $160,000 stay-at-home county job immediately, and they were peacefully protesting. While the citizens were gathering, a county employee, Arthur Kobitz, drove into the parking lot and in a huge, dark, county-issued truck, which was clearly identified by county license plates, and slowly passed by the gatherers, giving the impression that he was noting who was in attendance. It was quite chilling to see this big, dark county vehicle pass slowly by. He is a bureau chief. His job duties include inspections for road, curb, and bridge work within county jurisdiction. I believe none of his work duties involve the county park. And if he was off duty at the time, if you can explain what the proper use for a county vehicle is. Can he be driving by protest? I mean, he's a free citizen. He can get out and protest, I guess. But can he be doing that in a county vehicle? I would like an explanation for that. Mr. Graziano is his boss. I believe he's here tonight. Perhaps he can explain why Arthur Kobitz did a drive-by in a county park. If there was a reason for him to be there, it was 3:23 on a work day. And I'd also like for Mr. Graziano to explain why Kobitz attended a recent Union County Improvement Authority meeting during work hours at 2:30 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, and it was involved with telling a citizen that they couldn't video record a public proceeding. So I would like those questions answered. If there's some legal reason why you can't answer them, I would like the respect of a reply. Mrs. Renna, for legal reasons, we can't reply. But your silence is deafening.
Through you, Madam Chair. I believe on the day in question that Ms. Wren was talking about at the park, Mr. Kobitz was already off duty. He was out of work already. He was also in Elizabeth at a health. Hold on a second. He was at a health and wellness committee meeting, I believe, which ended around 3 o'clock that day. And he also had another stop at a public service road job, which was on Boxwell Road, I believe, in Union that day. I believe he was heading there from Elizabeth on that day, and Ms. Friend says around 3:23, so I guess he was on his way there. His day actually ended, I think, probably around 2:30 that day. I think on that day he started around 6:15. There's a lot of times he'll start earlier in the morning just to get a lot of paperwork done before anybody gets into work or before the contractors are out there, so we can go out to the sites and meet the contractors early in the morning. I'm kind of glad he actually drove through the park. He saw something a little, unordinary, and he drove through the park. I guess he noticed that nothing really was going on that was really to his concern. He drove right through the park, drove right out, and just kept going down the road. I was notified that he was there. I looked actually on Ms. Renner's website. There was a video of it, and I looked at that website and I watched the car drive right through the park. He was concerned. He's an employee of the county, which I would expect every employee of the county, or anybody that works for me, if they see something that's really not ordinary, that they would just drive through, whether it's a park, whether it's another building, which is county owned, or or whatever, that he would drive through and look at that. And so he did that, and then he was headed down to Vauxhall Road. I believe there was an inspection for public service. They had a trench that was a little bit too deep, and he had to inspect it to make sure it was up to the surface on the road before the end of that day. And I believe the other day in question, his day also ended before 3 o'clock that day. It was also a day that he started earlier in the morning to get a lot of paperwork done early in the morning. With Mr. Kobitz's job, he is in charge of all the contractors that are on all the 176 miles of road that Union County does cover. So he has a big responsibility. He's in charge of a lot, and if you could just understand, whether it's the water company, the gas company, the electric company, somebody working on our road or within our right of way, Mr. Kobitz is in charge of that. So he has every right to be on every road that we have within the county during any time. Hope that helps out.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'll get back later, and I've got the email, so I'll just respond to that. Okay. I'm working the camera here. All right, so I'll get back. All right. Stop it.